We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away.
Detroit!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This is taken at about the 14. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. Spotted at the 44.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play on this first play. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're a bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got him in. It's Brashawn Perriman. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, with big guys leading the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Reuben Foster in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Looking deep down. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's caught out left by Perriman. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now Cleveland. Geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 40. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense. and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game? Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Detroit!
On 3rd down. That's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
What part do they went empty set then? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Hunt, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And able to find Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And incomplete on the deep ball. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still... That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. The Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. He spins free. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They run with Hines. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run again with Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go.
Here's Hines on a toss play, and he is going to lose yardage here. 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.